How's it going, everybody? My name is just Jared, but you can just call me Jared no matter what my channel name still says. Today we're talking about an upcoming indie title that's planned for an early access release on Steam later this year with a full launch planned in 2022. It's a visually unique, open-world, permadeath action RPG that was fully funded on Kickstarter called Holomento, and it has loot, which is what we cover on this channel, so let's get into it. The game takes place in a land called Eventide Hollow, a once sprawling kingdom filled with townsfolk and villages now taken over by a mysterious dark curse caused by the book Holomento. You play as generations of travelers who carry this book, seeking passage through Eventide Hollow, and if you die, the book takes your soul, forcing you to start a new journey with a new traveler. You'll be able to write your own story via the multiple travelers you'll end up playing. In this way, the game kind of acts like a roguelike, because certain things that you do with one character will change the land for your next characters. Things like opening up shortcuts, finding ancient relics, assisting in the rebuilding of the Hollow, or investing in the game's stock market to net your future characters more money. Yes, this is a real thing. As you explore the open world, you'll come across many different locations and biomes, secrets to uncover, chests to find, lots of enemies and bosses to fight, towns and shops to help rebuild and upgrade, which will net you different opportunities and benefits. There's plenty of stuff to do and find in the open world of Holomento. Now, what do we know about the loot? Well, when you start the game, you'll be able to choose from a variety of classes, each of which start with their own set of unique items. In the trailer for the game, we get a glimpse at a few of these, although I have no clue what most of them would even be called. There's like a guy with a guitar on his back, a ninja-like dude with two swords, your classic medieval knight character, maybe a mage of some kind, and an archer. One guy has wings and a pumpkin for a head, so I don't know what's going on there, but I'm pretty interested. Throughout your journey, you'll be able to upgrade your stats by collecting hundreds of different items and special weapons that give you item skills that you can use to fight off the various enemies and bosses you'll encounter. As far as weapons go, from perusing the Kickstarter and Steam pages as well as watching the trailer a bunch, I can confirm that, at least right now, you'll have access to handguns, ninja swords, a guitar I guess, grenade launchers, a gun that shoots 3 fireballs, magic, like with your hands, swords and shields, bows, books, I guess like what a wizard would use, you know how they like levitate a book in their hand, you know what I'm saying, like this, okay, I'm not crazy, it's a thing. Swords that shoot projectiles, there's a guy with a bird on his shoulder, I don't know what that's about. Look, this game's weapon choices just look dope. As far as how you go about getting new gear, in the trailer we see the ninja swords coming out of a chest, and also in the trailer there's enemies that are named things like legendary chest guardian or legendary sword skeleton, so loot might come from taking down certain enemies like that too. And as far as other loot goes, it looks like you'll be able to find armor pieces, gems, scrolls, and rings, but I don't know what any of them do besides the obvious, so yeah. I really can't wait to get my hands on Holomento to learn more about it. I'm a big fan of the simplistic visuals it has, and the different character and weapon designs look really cool. It looks like it'll have a world worth exploring, which is always a plus with open world games. And if exploration is tied to finding more loot, I mean, you can't get better than that. Usually it's very hard for me to get into games with roguelike mechanics, things where you like die and have to start over, but I've never seen that mechanic in an open world RPG, so I'm very interested in how that plays out and how it all feels. But that's it for today's video on Holomento. I'll go ahead and leave the links to the game's Steam page, Kickstarter, and Twitter down below in the description for you to check out. If you are interested in the game, definitely go wishlist it on Steam because it really helps indie devs out. If you enjoyed this video or found it informative, leave a like so it helps get the video out to more people and we could spread more word about Holomento. And if you are a fan of games with loot, consider subscribing because that's literally all we talk about here. Also, if you subscribe within the next 772 seconds, that's right, I'm counting, I'll personally mail you your very own levitating book. That way, you can answer the age-old question that I totally didn't just make up on the spot. Is it the book that levitates, or is it the wizard that's making the book levitate? Huh? Never thought about it like that, have you? Anyways, subscribe. Later.